favorite pod mob stars.
Alright guys, please click on the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Microphone check. Shady Mob in the zone, King N.P.V. Alex sitting on the throne, dropping gems on the mic, entertainment dissected, movies, TV, culture, fully connected. From the silver screen to the block, we decode the plots. Every twist, every turn, we connect the dots. Pot airs with the bounce, flow rugged and raw. Tune in, turn it up, let the knowledge withdraw. Shady Mob, yo, we got the juice, breaking it down. Truth spilling out the booth, from the big screen flicks to the sitcom roots. Shady Mob Podcast, we the illest recruits. Popcorn kernels popping, Hollywood exposed. From the indie hits to the billion-dollar shows. Angela with the deep cuts, King bring the vibe. We dissect the script, watch the secrets collide. Flick sharper than the blade, TV sharper than the wit. Spin the reel, press play. We never quit, Shady Mob in your ear. We keep the pace from the shadows. We rise, entertainment we embrace. Shady Mob, yo, we got the juice, breaking it down. Truth spilling out the booth, from the big screen flicks to the sitcom roots. Shady Mob Podcast, we the illest recruits.
Hello and welcome everybody to the latest episode of the Shady Mob Podcast with your three favorite pod mob stars. Alex the Man Angelov, your boy King N.P.V himself, and today being joined by a special guest. We call him Playboy Scotty, but we'll keep it short, Playboy. How you boys doing today?
Pretty good. We're trying something new today. We're using a different stream to, so I'll be monitoring it on my end. YouTube seems fine, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's running really smooth.
Yes, it is. God bless it. We're no longer. So I'll be real with you guys. We've been trying to be economic in the way that we deliver our content when it comes to live streaming. So we've been using Stream Elements and Adium multi-stream the last couple of live streams to just do multi-streaming, and it's too much of a bandwidth strain on my internet service. So it slows down the stream and you guys get very choppy content. What we've ended up doing, however, is we're paying for a service. Shout out to Restream.io, because they are providing an excellent service where we basically broadcast to them and then they redistribute it on their platform to all of the different channels that we have, that we own. And yeah, so far it's holding up. It's a lot less strain on my bandwidth. And I'll be honest, I hope you guys really enjoy the content from here on out moving forward, so we can provide for you guys, honestly, just the best content possible, because that's why we're doing this. We want you guys to really, enjoy what we're doing in a fluid and cool manner. With that being said, how you boys doing today? How you feeling, Alex? You happier with this version? You happy with this? You satisfied, bitch?
I am a lot happier. I'm a lot happier, all right. This last time really irked me.
He had a brain aneurysm on the live stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Me crashed out. Man. It was not good, man. It was not good.
Crashed out hard.
Yeah, I'm now just checking see if my headphones offer a better audio for the YouTube. So, Twitch, I can't see anything. It's a black screen, just letting you know.
Okay.
YouTube, though, I'm going to mute myself. I've just been talking. You say something. Just keep talking or something. I'm just going to see the levels of the audio. Sorry, guys. This is kind of we're still trying to fix a few things, but I just want to be sure that you guys can hear me.
My boy is quality assurance, ladies and gentlemen. Playboy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
I'm good. Welcome. I'm glad you're here with us today. How is the great state of wherever the fuck you are?
It's raining like a bitch right now.
Oof.
Rain.
That sucks. It's been hot out here in Cali, by the way. It's been it's actually been like dog days of summer right now, or it feels like it, at least this past week. I think it's gonna rain down here this upcoming week, to be completely honest with you.
World needs the rain. Speaking of rain and weather, let's talk about movie TV shows, the stuff we like to watch when we're trapped inside when the weather fucking sucks, right? What have you guys been watching?
So one of the things, obviously the topic of this episode today is the Netflix live action adaptation of One Piece that Alex the Man Angelov and myself have both recently watched. I have strong opinions on it. I know Alex has some strong opinions on it as well. But before we get into that, Scotty, what are some of the things that you've been watching recently that is not dire news related? Because I know you are very into political news and the agenda, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about TV show and movies and entertainment. So have you watched anything good lately?
Pretty much I've been watching a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies.
Ooh, okay.
Not bad.
Alex,
Not bad.
did you unmute yourself? Yeah, you did unmute yourself.
I did, yes. I'm just fixing the audio on my microphone and
Yeah,
Zoom
your
as
audio
well,
sucks
so.
donkey dick, buddy. I'm sorry.
Is it so bad? Like, is it so
It was
like
better before you put the headset on. I don't know why you put the headset on.
fuck? How about now? Is it better now?
No, it's not.
Damn.
But anyway, Scotty, what Quentin Tarantino movies have you been watching lately? But my favorite, to be honest, of all time, is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Great fucking movie.
That was actually a pretty fucking good movie.
Great movie.
Okay, speaking of which, if I had like rank the top top 30 Quentin Tarantino movies, I'm gonna count Kill Bill, both sequels, or like both there's two of them. I'm gonna count both of them as the entire thing, right? Because it's the same story. So it pretty much I rank Kill Bill. Why Kill Bill? I don't know. They're just I like the whole what's it called? Like it's got that 70s like a black exploitation vibe by it, where it's like got the whole fucking samurai and like the assassins and shit. It's like, yeah, it's like this is what a Pulp Fiction would be if it was like a movie about a ninja assassin, like Pulp Assassin. I like Uma Thurman in it because it's like the soundtrack's good, the story. It's like, yeah, I can definitely
Uma
tell.
Thurman,
Quentin Tarantino loved it.
Uma Thurman, I think alongside Selma Hayek are Quentin Tarantino's like favorite female actors. Cause Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction was incredible. Uma Thurman in Kill Bill was amazing. And then Selma Hayek. There's a reason why he designed an entire scene just to lick on Selma Hayek's toes.
Yeah, speaking of which, that's my second Quentin Tarantino movie. That would be From Dusk Till Dawn, the first one. Yeah, he's talking about the scene where Quentin Tarantino specifically wrote that she's pretty much doing that little dance and then pouring liquor down her legs over his face. He's like, yeah, that's a Quentin Tarantino movie. If there's a hot chick with legs and feet in it, yeah, it's Quentin Tarantino. So yeah, Pulp Fiction. I like Pulp Fiction because I feel like it's the only movie I've seen where George Clooney's like in an action like lead role. I haven't really seen him in anything else where he's like the bad guy.
What?
That's kind of like
George Clooney. That's not George. That's John Travolta, bro.
No, I'm talking about From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh.
But you said Pulp Fiction.
No. I was referencing it. I'm talking about like the movie. No, I'm not talking about Pulp Fiction.
I think he got Pulp Fiction and Dusk Till Dawn confused. I think he meant Dusk Till Dawn.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, I meant From Dusk Till Dawn. It's like I like that one because it's like it starts off like a bank thriller criminal movie, and then halfway through it just turns into a fucking horror movie with vampires, and they're just trying to survive in
That
the
did have a
place.
twist to it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
and
had a
speaking
crazy
of a twist, the place was called the Titty Twister. So, yeah, yeah.
For me personally, I think I just like the way like his directing style, the way he captures the scene and the emotions of like his movie. Like his shooting style is so unique. His storytelling when it comes to like presenting it is just I don't know. It's something that always captivates me because it's not very fluid, and if you don't watch it or pay attention, you're gonna miss something that's important to the story. So every scene in its own way is a very important scene because it gives you a grander picture of what the ultimate like ending plot is for everything. Does that make sense? Like that's the one thing I noticed about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that
Yeah.
I loved because like throughout the entire movie you get like glimpses and hints of like the Manson family and like just like cutaway scenes that like kind of seem random, but it all tied into the end where like the where Leo and fucking Brad Pitt's characters come out and save the day and basically change the outcome of history, right? So that those things, like I don't know, I think Quentin Tarantino does an incredible job with those, on with his shooting and directing and just his
He
style
gives you
of
an interesting take on history.
oh hell yeah, oh hell yeah.
Now, speaking of my third final movie, it's Planet Terror. Well, was that that question? Was Planet Terror by Quentin Tarantino, or was that by Robert Rodriguez? Because they worked a lot
Um,
together
I
as
think
directors.
it's you're right. It's both Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino, Eli Roth, Rob Zombie, and Edgar Wright. So
Rob
Yeah,
bunch of
Zombie
directors.
was also on it. That's crazy.
yeah, he actually made movies, but yeah, it was Planet Terror because Planet Terror was trying to make the emulate that grindhouse aesthetic, and it's like 1970s stripper, but she has a machine gun for a leg and she has to fight zombies. And it's like, oh, well, shit, so that's going, yeah, it's some 70s shit right there. Like the soundtrack of it was good too because Robert Rodriguez does a lot of good music. And he also like, yeah, I feel like Robert Rodriguez is pretty much the Mexican version of Quentin Tarantino because he made shit like Once Upon a Time in Mexico, and fuck, what else is it? Robert he even made Spy Kids, bro. Robert Rodriguez
Bro,
is the
Spy
same dude
Kids
who
is a
made Spy
fucking
Kids.
all time great movie. I'm sorry,
That's
I
a good
got
movie.
hyped for a
Yes, the
second.
same guy who made that.
Machete, remember Machete in that?
Bro,
Yeah,
Wow.
Machete, dog. Machete. Oh yeah.
1 and 2. Machete goes to space or whatever the fuck.
Oh, dude, oh, dog, I'm gonna go watch Spy Kids with my kids here in a second because that shit's a throwback, bro. That takes me
The
back to when
the
I was a
the
kid.
thumbs, the thumb guys,
The thumbs, the what was it? I keep forgetting his name. He's also been in a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies. Fuck. He was the
Yo, Cheech and
guy
Chong,
from The
Cheech
Lost
Martin,
Island.
Steve
The mad
Buscemi, Steve
scientist.
Buscemi. Yeah, Steve
Yeah, Steve
Buscemi.
Buscemi.
Steve
Yeah,
Buscemi,
oh,
yeah.
Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, you're talking about. Yeah, okay.
Yep. Fucking.
Yeah,
Oh man.
Reservoir Dogs is by him too. He's made a lot of good movies, so it's like it just he said he's only gonna make one more movie that he's done with filmmaking, and he
Yeah.
said it's gonna be a horror movie. And I'm like, I kind of want to see what he does with a horror movie type of shit because it's like he only makes movies when he comes out with like a really good fucking idea, but it's like I don't know if I can name a bad Quentin Tarantino movie. Like I can name a bad M. Night Shyamalan movie, but I don't know if I can
Oh
name
yeah.
a Quentin Tarantino movie.
I can name the one that comes to mind is fucking the Last Airbender from M Night Shyamalan.
Oh
We
my
don't talk
god, he
about that.
directed that? I don't
We
believe
don't,
Yeah, he
we don't
directed
talk
it. That
about
was
that
bad.
movie.
That was horrible.
That
But
was
with that being said, guys, I would love to know what the
dumpster
audience's
fire.
thoughts and what their favorite Quentin Tarantino movie is. If you guys want to let us know what your thoughts are, please drop a comment here on the show or come back and rewatch it and let us know what it is. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after these messages. Welcome to Shady Mob Productions, where the vibes are always right and the passion runs deep.
Step into the sports network of N1 from the End Zone. Sit down for unfiltered conversations on Port City Uncensored and surf the sound waves with Sonic Waves.
Different worlds, different shows. Click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it. Guys, if you're into sports, wrestling, or just need some positivity and motivation, check out N1 from the End Zone and click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspin's Barbershop located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone.
Port City Uncensored. Real talk, real people, minus the trolls. Join us Thursdays at 8 on YouTube, X, and Facebook. From the streets to City Hall, you never know who'll show up or what they'll say next.
Listen up, dog owners. Every month, BarkBox delivers 2 brand new toys that will make your dog lose their mind, plus 2 full-size bags of treats so healthy you'll be tempted to steal one yourself. Trusted by over 8 million dogs who have literally never written a bad review. We're talking fully customized, tiny terror toys for Chihuahuas, indestructible beasts for your Rottie, allergy-friendly snacks for the drama queens with sensitive tummies. Even extra subscriber-only goodies if you want to go full spoiled. Right now, new subscribers get a free extra toy in every box for a whole year, and shipping is forever free. So stop letting your dog down and click the link in the description or scan that beautiful QR code and get your first BarkBox today. BarkBox, because your dog deserves better.
Guys, you're watching the Shady Mob Podcast. This is where we discuss our favorite movies, TV shows, and where we talk about life. Please like, comment, and subscribe so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the Shady Mob crew here on this lovely March 29th / March 30th, depending on where you are in this world. Gentlemen, you guys ready for some One Piece talk?
Oh yeah, man. It's been a little bit since it's released, but
I've never watched
let's
it.
talk about it.
Oh yeah, Scotty, you don't have the time, nor are you inclined to find the One Piece, huh, buddy?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't have the time. I'm more of what kind of anime am I? I'm more of like a Soul Eater kind of guy.
Okay. What? Yeah, I feel isn't Soul Eater like a much more darker toned anime?
Yeah, it's also like way shorter in seasons.
So actually, if you ever do want to go and watch One Piece, I recommend going and watching
The Netflix.
Either the live action adaptation or just wait for Netflix to drop the new One Piece, the new like One Piece anime that they're doing. Because what Oda is doing right now is he's basically redoing the entire One Piece anime, but shortened with no fillers, and it's basically getting straight to the point. I think he's trying to do the entire story of One Piece in around 88 episodes, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Well, I think I know like a general plot.
I think he can
pretty much where people are trying to find like a piece of gold or some treasure that some pirate king left, and now it's like, hey, bro, like now it's open to the entire world.
No. So the ongoing theory, and I'm glad you're actually talking about what the One Piece is, because the One Piece is not necessarily a piece of treasure. The One Piece is essentially what the world used to be before the Void Century and before the Great War that like basically destroyed the world and raised the sea level about 200 meters, that made everything into islands. So the One Piece is basically, that's the ongoing theory. So the One Piece isn't necessarily a piece of treasure. The One Piece is literally the lost history of the civil of that planet or of that world, and they're on the journey to basically find that.
That's where those writings come in. It's like
it's like
is that instructions, or is that like the history of it?
I forget what they're called, but you're talking about the cubes, right?
Yeah, it's like what Nico Robin's been trying to find. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, dude, and we haven't even gotten to like Skypiea or like and we actually haven't even seen it in the Alabasta arc yet because they haven't even gotten there in the live action.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What do you think about the live action?
I'm split on it. I'm 50-50 on it, if I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Like a banana.
I'm split on it because they're like Dalton, the guy that they got to play Dalton in the live action One Piece, I don't know, man. I just didn't don't get me wrong, all the costumes like are for the most part accurate. I understand like because like they're trying to make it more realistic, they won't wear like sandals, but I don't know. I feel like it's just weird how they don't because like some of their apparel or their attire looks very weird with some of the shoes that they have on. So it's just like it's just little things like that that kind of stick out. Um, then the one character that I really do believe stays true to his character through and through is Zoro. Cause like I don't know how to pronounce his name, the actor.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, dude is literally Zorro, dude. Like he has the mannerisms down, he has the facial expressions down. The way he delivers his lines, I think are cool. Taz Skyler, who I think is an incredible actor, an incredible human being, and actually does look like Sanji. The downfall is his character is not Sanji, nor from the manga, nor from the anime, and I don't care what anybody says. I don't give a fuck if it like they're like, because this is also like like my biggest issue. Like a lot of the people that are like, oh, they've made Sanji like they've improved on Sanji's character because he's more respectful to like women. Yeah, he is definitely he. I've never thought Sanji was not respectful to women. He's always been respectful to women. He's always simped over women, but they could have done Sanji's character in a way where he was similar to Star Trek's Captain Kirk from the 2009 adaptation. Because in the early 1960s, the original William Shatner Captain Kirk, he was a lady man. He was a ladies' man, not really like politically correct. Basically, like going and like fucking all these different alien hoes. In the Star Trek remake that they did, he's kind of doing the same thing, but he wasn't. That wasn't basically like his entire character. There were moments where like he saw an attractive female, he'd flirt a little, but he more or less keep business and get shit done. That's what I feel like they could have done with Sanji, where he's not constantly simping over like Nami. But for example, when Nami comes in like a bikini crop top or whatever, and you see that, it'd be at least like a little bit like of your eyes flaring up. You don't gotta
he
make a
would
comment.
just like put that classic like anime like blood coming out your nose, like
they
I
don't
know what you
have
mean.
Well, they don't even have to do blood out of your nose type of thing. They could just do like a little like your eyes flaring up. Because then there are lines where Nami tells Sanji, just keep it in your pants or whatever. And in my opinion, Sanji isn't even saying anything out of pocket for her to deliver that line. So like, if anything, it puts me off because, like, in my opinion, this interpretation of Sanji is very respectful. He's never really said anything out of pocket or anything that's, like, creepy towards any of, like, the female characters in the show. So for Nami to deliver lines as if he's saying something that is not correct or whatever makes me upset because it would be one thing if he had some semblance of like Sanji from the
same
anime
way
or the manga, but he doesn't. He doesn't
I
even
feel the
smoke.
same way.
He doesn't even smoke.
I feel the same way because he doesn't say anything disrespectful and like he's not really womanizing anybody.
No.
And he's not even a simp at most of these scenes. Like he's nicer towards Nami because he definitely is attracted to her.
He had an emotional heart-to-heart moment with Nami, which I fucking loved. I thought that was cool. Best
like
I
want them to explore that more. Like, if anything, take their relationship like a little bit more in depth than the show. But even then, you can say the same thing about Nami, where she's not even that mean. Like in the show, she's like beating up these people. She's beating up the Straw Hat Pirates. Like they're scared of her, But in this, she's like, oh no, like she says like some crazy stuff, or like she's like very stern with everybody. But I want her to be like a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more animated, I guess. Everybody except for Luffy, everybody else is just kind of like more like a toned down version, except for Zoro and Luffy. Really, like the other Usopp's okay. I feel like him.
Actually, Usopp for me is the second character that actually nails his character on the T.
I think you and I can agree. It's Zoro, Usopp. They're close second, right?
Bro, Usopp, like,
And
I
then
know he
Luffy.
doesn't have the nose, but that motherfucker is Usopp through and through, dude. Like, the way he delivers his lines, the way, like, he tries to act like Usopp, how he tries to act like he's, like, one of, like, a fearsome warrior of the sea or whatever, and then he instantly quivers in caves. Like, he is killing his character. I love it. I
When
thought
the little garden scene where he's like running around and like frantic, that I thought that's like Usopp. I'm just like, damn, like they really nailed him, you know,
the
or the
twist
actor's
that they
doing such a
had
good
at
time.
Little Garden, where like it was Dory that went down instead of Brogy. I kind of saw that happening because like they're always gonna change a couple things here, and also one of the things that I really did love and appreciate about the One Piece live action adaptation is because we have over 1,000 episodes of the story that have already like that they have from the anime and the manga. Like they literally incorporated a lot of that story already in the One Piece live action because they're incorporating characters that we don't see until much further down the line into key parts and key moments in the live action, and it makes sense because these characters that we get introduced to, they were at these places in the manga and the anime when those events occurred, but we didn't know that until the story developed later on. Now in the
Yeah.
live action, this helps with pacing, this helps with storytelling, and this is ultimately going to help us hopefully discover what the One Piece is. Not by season 12, because I don't think this should go on for 12 seasons, but by season hopefully 8, when this thing season 8 or season 7 is when I think this show will realistically wrap up.
I think when we were discussing this in our last live, we were talking about how they should structure the episodes later on. Because you guys know me. I mean, you know me, bro. Like, I think 8 episodes is such a lazy approach to season pacing that, again, they stretched out a lot of these arcs and condensed them as well. So, you know, it's unfortunate that I oh you can we can hear that that's kind of
No,
echoing.
you're good. You're good. You're good.
All right. And what I was trying to like what I was getting at was like they we had a conversation where they split it up where it was the first 2 episodes, you know, they're in what was that island with where Gold Roger
You talking
died?
about Logtown? So
Locktown,
I had my
and then it was
issues with
Laboon.
Smoker and Tashigi, mainly
Okay,
Tashigi. I thought Tashigi's character they botched Tashigi's character in my honest opinion.
really.
Oh yeah, dude, I didn't think she should like either the way they presented her with the like either the actor was wrong or the way they did the actor's makeup for Tashigi I felt was like not correct. I just she came off way too nerdy. In the anime and the manga she comes off like a lethal secretary kinda, like a very by the book kinda, like but she's very formal. In this she just came off like a kinda like a nerdy,
She
like
looked like Velma.
very what happened?
She looked like Velma, bro.
Yeah!
That's literally what she looked like.
And I thought she might have been a little bit taller. I'm sorry, in the anime or in the manga, but regardless, I thought Tashigi's character was not the best casted or the best executed in the live action. Smoker, I don't know. I feel like the actor that they got to play Smoker was a bit too like a bit small to play Smoker. But the CGI was dope. But CGI was dope. Like
Where you
don't get me.
passed the smoke, they passed through him. That was sick. I don't know. That was pretty cool.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And then how what was it? Then the whole dragon coming and basically releasing or saving Luffy. My thing about that though is I thought the actor they got to play dragon was not or like the way that he tried to deliver his lines was not it. Maybe as the anime continues to progress and we get more dragon or more sporadic like scenes with dragon as the story progresses, or that he gets better. But I don't know. I just didn't feel like he was dragon. Like, does that make sense? Maybe I'm demanding too much from these actors, but as a fan of the anime, as somebody that's actually like watched all 11,155 episodes, or is it 255? One or the other. About to embark on the Elbaf arc. Like for me, Iñaki Gode doing his best to try to become Luffy, and that's all I can ask for the guy. There's moments where he hits it, there's moments where he misses it. For example, when they did the whole Laboon story, I love the Nika dance. I love how he started singing. I kind of... They changed, like, Laboon from being, like, a world whale to kind of just being, like, a normal whale who ate his friends. Because in the anime, he's an island whale, right? Like, he's big enough to, like...
He's huge. He's big. He's a really big fucking whale. Like in this one, they definitely they made him a lot smaller. Just a gigantic whale, I guess. It was kind of like a sea beast, but in the anime, he was big, bro.
Yeah.
And
Kroger was inside of him.
Yeah, and so that was kind of like it was just a different pacing. But I like the song. The song was pretty cool. How like they included. We saw
you know when he punched? So you remember when
we saw Brooke?
Remember when he punched Luffy, Laboon's eye? Apparently, he actually made contact with the eye. I didn't think he ever made contact with the eye. I thought he literally like shot like through the punch, and it came up short, and it just fell into the ocean.
That's one thing I want to say about Luffy in the live action. He seems weak. Like they make him, except for the Arlong pirate where they fought in his like temple. Everything after in this season, like he just seems weaker for some reason. I don't know. It's just he seems like a lot weaker and like he not as like durable as we've seen in the anime.
I hated how Wapol had to get his devil fruit from Nico Robin in this. Like I thought that was stupid. Why the fuck would he have a metal mouth? I don't know. Was it just me? I thought it was dumb. Like I understand he had the 20 MDs. I actually that was one of the cool things about like the live action. We actually got to see the 20 MDs with like the gloves and everything. And that was cool in my opinion.
I thought that was pretty cool. Like the different versions, I don't know.
But for me, I did not like how Wapol got his devil fruit from from Baroque Works from Nico Robin, in the live action adaptation, because I thought the reason why he has that metal mouth is because he ate a devil fruit, and that was part of getting like what he got. What I did like, however, was how he like inhaled and basically like his entire army, and then he came out with like these demon looking beings, because that's somewhat accurate to what happens in the anime with his two top generals. But in the anime, it's just his two top generals, and the army goes to fight. In this, it's his army that gets devoured, and his two top generals go and fight Chopper and Sanji. Now, what were your thoughts about Chopper?
I thought he looked a little goofy at first, and the voice, because I watched it in dub, I thought the voice was a little off, but he grew on me. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Now, his macho man look, the CGI was a little whack. I'm not gonna lie. And the way that when he was like a human, like the big buff version of
wasn't CGI.
Chopper, that was a dude. That was a person.
That was a real life person. The tall Chopper with like the muscles and shit.
Bro,
that was a
his
costumed
mouth,
human being. No
his,
CGI.
His mouth and voice was so off that I was so annoyed of it that I'm just like, this is like
the live action One Piece is shot in English, right?
No, I know, but like the fact that they like lowered the frequency and matched the voice he like matched what the actor
Oh
or
yeah,
the
yeah,
voice
yeah,
actor.
yeah.
So
So
that whole mismatch of the audio and his like mouth, it was so apparent that I didn't like it. And I don't know, but Chopper as like a small little reindeer, perfect. Even him as his like reindeer, like an animal reindeer form, I like that. I think they need to do a little bit more work on his like man form. But overall, I liked him. I liked the story. You know, again, like they brought it to life. Especially with the doctor, I thought that was pretty, like, you know, again, re-seeing it, it was pretty sad, especially with like, you know, the chemical and how he like referred to the flag. Like that's, you know, that's the power of
oh, don't
anime
get me
writing
started
is that,
about that fucking flag. That shit should have been on top of the castle,
yeah,
flying proud. That I felt like it diminished the meaning of the pirate flag and of the story as a whole by having it like hanging inside of the castle where you have to literally live there or be inside of it to see it. It meant more if it would have actually been planted on top of the castle like it was in the anime and in the
mm,
manga, because I felt like that was a big miss.
mm,
I felt because the way it ended, like the way that fight ended was accurate to the bone.
mm-hmm,
With Sanji basically catapulting, slingshotting Luffy into Wapol, and Wapol basically flying off. That's accurate. Wapol isn't dead. Wapol later on reunites and becomes friends with Vivi, but that's much later in the story. Um, the flag being hung inside of the castle diminished that story for me tremendously. Like, I understand that's where Doctor Hirolek died inside of the castle, but I don't know. Certain things could have been better. Hirolek
uh,
was cool. Doctor Correa
uh,
was shaky. Doctor
a
Hirolek was
big
good.
a big thing that I'm noticing from this season, especially with the doctor, the woman, the female doctor, what's her name?
Correa.
Korea. Her character swears a lot. And I'm noticing that the characters in One Piece are swearing more. And I'm noticing that in the Star Trek shows that are appearing
Oh,
on television.
Star Trek
And so,
Academy, Starfleet Academy already got
yeah,
canceled after the
it
second
got
season.
canceled. So that's the thing. I don't like that writing style of adding in curse words, you know, them cussing all the time, because it kind of diminishes like at least do it right. You know what I mean? Like at least like say it, you know, emphasize something, you know, it's like, oh, okay, you know, it just, I don't know. It doesn't
It
seem
feels
right.
forced. It doesn't come off natural.
No, it does because it wasn't done prior, you know, like it doesn't seem like they wrote it in a way. It seems, oh, they have to add the word shit in this in the,
No,
oh,
like
are you shitting me?
no,
It's
like
like, I guess.
in the anime, they swear. There's certain times where they swear, but it comes off fluid. It comes off
Right.
natural. It's not like every other fucking or every like 10, 20 minutes that we get a swear word coming out of a character that doesn't normally cuss, right?
Yeah.
No, like
'Cause I think Sanji cusses, but he says like damn or like you're an asshole. You know, it's like there's weight behind it. But then when he swore, I'm just like, dude. And so that writing style, I hope they kind of realize like, hey, like, you know, just try to do it with more emphasis and more pertinence with what he's saying, especially since they hold so much. Like it just kind of messes up with the vibe. And again, I don't know. I mean, even here, like he like going back to Sanji and Nami's relationship, he's like taking care of her and everything. He's not leaving her side and all that. And like, you know, I don't know, like he's simping over her, but again, like it. I kind of like if they would just dive deeper into the relationship and they kind of got together. That's if they change that, because I feel like throughout the entire story that might happen,
I
you know,
think
towards
so.
the end, but
I thought that was gonna happen. I'm more inclined in the live action that Nami ends up with Luffy.
really,
The
I feel like Luffy
chemistry,
would.
the
I, I
chemistry
f-
between Nami and Luffy in the live action is different. However, if this goes how I think it might go, where Luffy ends up being Joy Boy and then gets sent back in time to set off the events that transpire in One Piece to get us to this point. I could be wrong. There's like
You just mentioned a huge spoiler, and I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
no. Like it's not even a spoiler. So because there's so much lore, there's so much stuff that's come out within the manga and the anime. Like they give you like Oda does an incredible job of giving us pieces, right? Oda-san does an incredible job of just giving us different layers and trinkets and bits and pieces of like the story and the lore of the ancient world and what the ultimate like One Piece goal is gonna be. So us, until we actually get the result, have to make predictions and have to like put pieces together to try to see if it really is what it ultimately is until he either confirms it or denies it. Which, it's one of those things. Like, he did. You heard about the whole boat thing, right? Where he wrote what the One Piece was. He put in this little thing in the little treasure chest inside of a bottle, and then he dropped it like in an undisclosed location off the coast of Japan, and somebody found that bottle within a day.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it unfolds. You know, especially how long this anime is, and it's just the power of the writing and the storytelling and the characters. Like it's pushing almost 25, 30 years of animation.
Almost
and
30 years.
Yeah.
It started a year before we were born, bro. Pretty sure it started in 1997. At least the anime.
Almost 30 years. And it's come so far, and everybody just kind of want to know is like how it ends. And I just hope, again, the pacing with the live action, because we talked about it before, how now they went through Baroque works, showing them on Little Garden with the two Albath giants, and then with showing Chopper for I think 2 episodes. So how they're going to split it up. I think Alabasta has to be like 2 episodes, because that's a pretty massive arc.
No,
it's pretty
so
important
I
too.
think what they'll do is 3 to 4 episodes of Alabasta.
3 to 4, interesting.
Yeah,
but that's half the season. That's half the season.
That's from my understanding. From my understanding, it's either going to be 3 to 4 episodes, or they're going to take up the entire 3rd season to do just Alabasta.
Oh, it's such a waste, Brett. They should just do 2 episodes.
They should do
2
Alabasta
hour and a
Skypiea.
half long episodes. 2 hour and a half long episodes, kind of like they do with Stranger Things. And then Skypiea, which is about an hour and 10 minutes each episode too. Mm-hmm. And then what's after? It's like a random filler episode, right? Where it's like, they go into
Water 7. To Water 7, yeah.
So 2 episodes there, and then where they meet Frankie, and then Annie's Lobby is the end, and then they move on after that. I don't know. I kind of forgot what was after. And then they kind of like they're throwing Easter eggs, like a random like 10 minutes of like the Foxy Pirates, and then they're like, no, we don't have time for that.
We don't want to do no Foxy Pirates, please, no Foxy Pirates.
I'm just saying it's a classic filler episode. They have to. They have to.
No. Throw that into the
suggestion
garbage.
Hat.
Just put that in the garbage, please.
Put that in the suggestion hat.
Overall, out of a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rank season 2 of One Piece?
Compared to the show and what we got with the writing and the fight scenes and the effects, the pacing as well, honestly with you, I'm between a 7 and an 8. As a fan, I'd probably give it an 8 just because it's almost there. I wanted a little bit more out of Nami and Sanji and how they are. Luffy as well. He's kind of he's not as over the top as he was in season 1, and like how impactful and like goofy and everything. But I feel like here they kind of like made him less. They didn't make him as strong. He didn't have presence. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would say, man, I'm gonna go for an 8. It's a close 7, but I'm gonna go for an 8 just because, again, like it's really good quality. Some fight scenes, some things were a little off, But even then, with the amount of content they had to fit in, like we got a lot of good stuff. Okay, the fight scenes were incredible, especially on Little Garden, and on God, I forgot the 2 episodes. Where were they? Oh my God,
Which one? Because like,
Logtown. So
so
Logtown, that
it
was
was
really good.
So they did one episode in Logtown, one with Laboon. I think it was 2 episodes in Little Garden,
Yep,
and then like uh 2 or 3 episodes in Drum Island.
yeah. So with that, oh no, and then they did one episode in with the Cactus Town. What's that one? With
Oh,
Baroque Works.
literally Cactus Island.
There you go. And it was just a lot of pack, but I think they're doing good. It's just that Brett
Oh,
just
I like
make
Princess Vivi. I really did like Princess Vivi.
she's good. She's really good too. I mean, again, they're just casting different, like, just making the cast more diverse and everything, which is
Well,
fine.
no,
No
Princess
one's saying
Vivi.
anything,
No,
but
hold
she
on.
works.
No, but Alabasta is inspired by Egypt. Princess Vivi in the manga is actually Egyptian in like darker tone. They lightened her up
Really?
in the anime. Yeah.
Dude, well, even better because she looks amazing. This is what I mean by like good casting, because if the actors can act, which she can, it works. That's what people should get out of these, like, different casting and like them like changing stuff up. It's like, dude, if they can act, they can change things up. That's fine. That's all I care about. It's just good acting and good writing. Now, if it's poor casting and poor writing, you're just doing it for, again, we had these conversations a bunch of times before in our show, but like, just adding diverse folks, or like a random like white dude, or like a random Asian dude, a random Latino dude, or a random black person. It's like, okay, great, can they act? How's the writing? Are they gonna write it because of the race, or are they gonna write it because of the person? And here they're writing it because of the character and how they are. It makes sense because Alabasta is Egypt. It's like Middle Eastern, right? It's like that, like Middle Eastern, like desert, and it just makes sense, So and in One Piece, it's a very diverse world too. So it all just makes sense. It's just the writing that matters. Who else was good? I like the Baroque's Works guys. Like the Booger guy is really cool, and like the Mr. Three, he's really funny. Like, I don't know, he's really like accurate. And yeah, man, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for me. What do you think, Nelson? What do you rate it at? I think you're more like
solid 6.
6 out of 10.
Yeah, it wasn't
Dang.
that good. I'm sorry. Like
Really?
the more that I've thought about it and analyzed it and just like really thought about it. Um it's a 6. It's a 6.
Damn. Okay.
I'm being generous, I think, with the 6. For me, the re-imaging of Sanji, he doesn't even smoke. I think did he smoke at all this season?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's try to find that. But damn, a 6, really? I
Yeah,
think this
no.
is one of the first times like you ranked something lower than I did, actually. I don't know. And you're more of a One Piece fan. I mean, I just got the hat, just
Yeah,
'cause, like, I
that's
like props and
that.
stuff, but
No, that's literally why I'm ranking it at a 6, and I'm being generous in my opinion with the 6. Mainly because, mainly because I thought the casting of Tashigi, or the way that character was actually executed, was not
he does
properly
smoke.
done.
He does smoke in the ship. In the ship, there's a smoking scene, but
There's one
he
smoking
doesn't.
scene.
He doesn't chain smoke, but that's a big part of his character. I will say that. So
So
that's one
like
thing that
that's what I'm saying. The whole re-imaging or re-imaging of Sanji's character, where it is still Sanji because Taz Skylar looks identical to Sanji.
spot on.
Spot
Spot on.
on. Sounds like him too. He just doesn't do the same mannerisms or do any of the things that has made Sanji, except for cooking. And even like some of like the way he delivers his action scenes with the kicks, not as strong as, in my opinion, not as well executed as I would hope it would be like Zoro's character. I forget how to pronounce his name. Makino. I think his first name is Makino. But the way Makino like fucking delivers Zoro, spot on. 3 sword style, fucking dude knows how to play Zoro through and through. Usopp plays Usopp through and through. The guy, Vivi's guardian, I forget his name. Igaram. Igaram was spot on. The guy that does the ma, and then he fucking
Oh yeah,
shoots.
yeah.
Fucking
He was
spot
cool
on.
too. He was
cool.
good. Yeah.
Miss Monday, not on T. I needed a much buffer fucking woman. Like I needed a bodybuilding woman to play that character. Miss Monday lacked in execution and lacked tremendously in execution.
What do you think about Nico Robin?
Nico Robin, she was cool. She was okay. She was okay. She was okay. Crocodile, again, Ralph Manganiello. I forget what his first name, but Manganiello, the actor that they hired to play Crocodile, I thought he was on point with like the way that they, the costume delivery and the execution of it. I thought he was on point. I'm kind of curious because we got to see the Enies Lobby outfit that Robin wears later on because we got it now. I wonder if we're actually gonna get the Enies Lobby arc. I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they exclude the Enies Lobby arc. Now that we got that costume, yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one.
I think there's more to be seen with Crocodile. I think.
Well, yeah, he's coming back. He's the main bad guy of the next season. What else? The Drum Island arc, the way that Wapol got his devil fruit, I thought was just, I didn't like it. I'm gonna be straight up. I just didn't like the way that they retold that story because, in my opinion, Wapol already had his devil fruit. He didn't need to go to Baroque Works to get his devil fruit to then come back to Drum Island. We definitely got Blackbeard lore. I thought the guy that they got to play Smoker and the 2 actors they got to play Smoker and Dalton either lacked in size or character execution. The fact that Dalton didn't necessarily use his beast form until like 3 or 4 minutes, I guess, is only was kind of sucked, but I understand it because they're trying to pacing and tone or whatever, and also the CGI budget was probably already ridiculous with the whole Laboon thing.
What about Chopper?
Chopper was good. I like Chopper. But yeah, solid 6 out of 10. Because it has parts that are good, but then it also has a lot of parts that I just didn't think were properly executed, were either sloppy, and then there was just characters that were either miscast or not properly or accurately portrayed. Which is why I'm giving the show, the live action adaptation of One Piece, a 6. Now, if you're a fan of animes or live action adaptations of animes, yes, this is one of the much better live action adaptations of any anime that I've seen in history. Like, they're doing a really good job. Netflix is really spending the money in the right places. Could it be better? Of course, but I'm also nitpicking because I've watched 1,155 episodes of One Piece.
But you're
very critical of this.
You have high expectations. This is a high expectation
I have
show.
basic expectations. I have basic expectations. Okay, basic expectations.
I don't think so.
Basic expectations. Now, with that being said, Scotty, I have a question for you, sir. Are you alive? I think Scotty died.
I think my cat is eating him. That's
Playboy, are you there?
That's what she's looking at.
Sorry, I fell asleep, huh?
Oh, he's alive. Yeah, well, my question to you, Playboy, was, with all the conversation we just had, would you be interested in watching the live-action adaptation of One Piece?
Nah, I'd rather watch Death Note. They're just too much. It's like you got to understand the entire story to get the most out of it. Otherwise, it's like, who's this guy? What's this guy? You know what I mean? And it's like if they're trying to make condense all that, it's like the same anime, but it's like way shorter. Then I'd probably check it out because, like you said, it's like when you're trying to explain a story, you don't really need to showcase the hero taking a shit in the toilet, like the bathroom break, like you know what I mean. It's like that's kind of like Philly, you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like if they shorten it down, I'd probably check it out for like the remake or whatever, the remaster. But
What about the
I
live
like just
action adaptation?
I'd probably give that. I'd probably check that out. But like I said, though, it's like I gotta compare it to the OG, right? But I'll think about it. I'll probably check out live action, not the original.
Yeah, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, we will be right back after these messages with
on.
what to watch.
Welcome to Shady Mob Productions, where the vibes are always right and the passion runs deep.
Step into the sports network of N1 from the End Zone. Sit down for unfiltered conversations on Port City Uncensored and surf the sound waves with Sonic Waves.
Different worlds, different shows. Click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it. Guys, if you're into sports, wrestling, or just need some positivity and motivation, check out N1 from the End Zone and click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspin's Barbershop located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone.
Join us every Saturday and don't miss the waves.
Sonic waves. Watch what you listen to. Listen to me. It's Sonic waves.
Port City Uncensored. Port City Uncensored. Port City Uncensored!
Listen up, dog owners. Every month, BarkBox delivers 2 brand new toys that will make your dog lose their mind, plus 2 full-size bags of treats so healthy you'll be tempted to steal one yourself. Trusted by over 8 million dogs who have literally never written a bad review. We're talking fully customized, tiny terror toys for Chihuahuas, indestructible beasts for your Rottie, allergy-friendly snacks for the drama queens with sensitive tummies. Even extra subscriber-only goodies if you want to go full spoiled. Right now, new subscribers get a free extra toy in every box for a whole year, and shipping is forever free. So stop letting your dog down and click the link in the description or scan that beautiful QR code and get your first BarkBox today. BarkBox, because your dog deserves better.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, with the man and your king. It's time for what to watch, 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 what to watch. Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and first up, you may know him as the man, but recently he has become energized because he's going to Pound Town, so we've renamed him to Double A Batteries. What you got for us today, Double A?
All right. I recommend you guys watch Nuremberg. This is an insane movie, guys. Oh my God. If you guys like World War II, if you guys like intrigue, suspense, like courtroom style movies where, it's psychological even, where it involves, just kind of understanding a person and the way they think, this is your movie. I really enjoyed it. I believe it's on Netflix. I watched this a couple weeks ago, and it was great. Rami Malek, Russell Crowe, a lot of great actors in
this movie, and I really enjoyed it. It's fun. I love World War II movies. I love learning about history and just understanding like what else went on. And this is a big moment. This is when the Germans were on put on trial. Um, Goering is the second in command of Nazi command. He's right. He was the successor to Hitler, and you just see all these Nazi leaders put on trial, and a lot of them, you know, committed suicide before they were even put on trial, so that they wouldn't even share or have that the shame of being guilty, right? And obviously they committed horrendous war crimes, but and at the time, no one knew what happened. So they showed a lot of these images. They showed a lot of this evidence of them committing genocide, all these orders that they gave, and this like intrigue and this courtroom battle that the Americans and the British had with these heads of Germany, and it's just insane. I don't know. I love how it transpired, and there's a lot of emotion attached to it, and there's it definitely it's a good movie. It's a good World War II movie. It's not action packed as a lot of World War II movies are, but this one stands alone when it comes to suspense, intrigue, and also just like the courtroom battle that it had. It's just like good versus evil, and it's like, man, how evil were these guys? Like how meticulous and evil were they to even have the audacity to go on trial and say, "Oh, we didn't do anything bad." It's an insane movie. Check it out. It's on Netflix. Check it out, man. Nelson, what do you recommend the people to watch?
Now, before I actually recommend something to the people, we are going to Playboy for his recommendation of the day. Playboy, what you got for us today, bud?
I got a movie, Iron Lung. It's made by a YouTuber, actually.
Oh, really?
Markiplier.
Cool.
Yep, so it's a pretty much a movie that is fully produced by a YouTuber, yeah, Markiplier. Like he pretty much funded the entire thing. So like Hollywood wasn't involved. He just like produced it and like put it in theaters. So pretty much imagine this, right? Imagine one day in the future, you're on a space station, and one day, for no reason at all, a bright flash pretty much appears, and the next thing you know, all the planets and stars they've disappeared. So it's pretty much just a bunch of barren moons, dying stars, and like spaceships and space stations. So
That's what
like,
the movie's
there's no more
about?
planets. Yeah, so there's no more planets, right? So the point of it is that the only thing left is like barren moons, but four moons stand out, and one of them has an ocean of blood,
What,
human
what the
blood.
fuck? Wait, what?
Y- Yeah, of human blood. There's an ocean of human blood on this barren moon, and pretty much the humans sent a submarine to the bottom of the ocean to investigate it. But since it's human blood and it's so deep, they have to weld the window shut. So the guy can't see shit down there with the window because it's sealed. So he has to rely on a camera that takes pictures of his surroundings and coordinates. So he can't see anything outside. All he has is a camera to guide him. And pretty much this guy's a convict because he pretty much is part of what's it called, the space station that blew up. He was blamed for it, and now he's pretty much like, as a convict, hey, buddy, you want to pay back your sentence? You gotta help us by explaining what the fuck's at the bottom of this ocean of blood, human blood. And so they send this guy down there, and he's not alone. So I'm not gonna spoil. Should I spoil the movie, or should I not? Should I just like give
No,
us a
just leave it
synopsis?
in suspense because I kind of want to go check this shit
That
out.
Yeah, man,
Well,
that
it's
sounds
like
really
this: is
cool.
that
Markiplier's a
it's
good he's a good content creator too, so that'll be pretty sick to check out.
Okay.
it's cosmic horror. I'll give it like this: is that it's pretty much one of the worst case scenarios of a rapture. So yeah, I'll leave it like that.
Oh Jesus! Okay, literally Jesus. I'm gonna go check it out. Iron Lung, ladies and gentlemen. That is Scotty, Mr. Playboy Scotty's recommendation. Now for yours truly, I must recommend, ladies and gentlemen, something. Well, I have two, but today we're gonna stick with one, and we're gonna just feed off of the man's Nuremberg, and I will recommend to you guys the Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man, starring Cillian Murphy. Now, this movie takes place essentially during World War II, after the events of the Peaky Blinders on Netflix, that series, and it picks up with Thomas Shelby basically coming back and I think assisting in the war. He in the show, he established a relationship with Winston Churchill at the end of the series because he was doing a lot of work for the British Secret Intelligence, and he was kind of like an agent. He was also a gang member, the gang leader of the Peaky Blinders in the show. And you kind of just see him embark on this journey where he's just a man on a mission, and he's always constantly like fighting to stay alive and just combating death. The series is a great show. Peaky Blinders is a show that I think in the span of a month I rewatched it twice. The pacing is incredible. Cillian Murphy is at his best. The storytelling behind it, the directing, the scene, the shooting style, the amount of scenery, because they really don't just capture everything in like in the same location. They go to different spots, different locations to tell you the story of the Peaky Blinders and how Thomas Shelby basically amasses his empire and how he assists the British government. At the end, it's thought that Tommy dies, but he actually doesn't die, and he comes back because World War II is essentially happening, and he's out for revenge against somebody. So, guys, I recommend you guys go watch Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man. It's an incredible movie, or at least I think it's an incredible. I think it's gonna be an incredible movie because I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard nothing but positive things from it. So yeah, go check out Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man. That is in theaters, or that was in theaters recently, but is now on Netflix, so you don't even got to leave your home. You can go just watch it on Netflix. Now, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our episode today. Guys, do your plugs. So what you got for us, Mr. Scotty Too Hottie?
Shady Mob Productions, Port City Uncensored, and a good night's sleep. That's my plug.
I love it. Double A, what you got for us, baby?
We got all of our channels going on. Let's list them out. Check out N1 from the End Zone, ANA Radio, Shady Mob Productions, where you see us Sundays at nighttime. Sonic Waves Saturdays
at around 6.
Around 6. And Thursdays, Port City Uncensored with your host J-Man Jack, and also us three as well. So go ahead, guys, check that out and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so you get notified when this content drops. Click the links down below to follow each of those channels, social media, whatnot. Like it if you like, dislike it if you like. Hey, free will. Comment down below, and yeah, guys, just check us out. Enjoy our content. Nelson, what do you
guys, go to shadymob.com, get your tees, get your sweaters, get your Shady Mob merch. We'd appreciate the help. We always love and appreciate you guys for being here with us. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. We want to know your opinions on One Piece Season 2, One Piece live action in general, to be completely honest with you. What's your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? And then what other content do you guys want us to break down? We'll be back next week with a whole new series or shows or something brewing. We don't know what it is yet, but we'll definitely let you guys know when we get there. Always remember, desire is power. If you desire to be great, you have the power to be great. Thank you for watching this latest episode. We will see y'all next time.
Bye, guys.
Welcome to Shady Mob Productions, where the vibes are always right and the passion runs deep.
Step into the sports network of N1 from the End Zone. Sit down for unfiltered conversations on Port City Uncensored, and surf the sound waves with Sonic Waves.
Different worlds, different shows. Click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it. Guys, if you're into sports, wrestling, or just need some positivity and motivation, check out N1 from the End Zone and click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspin's Barbershop located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone.
Join us every Saturday and don't miss the waves.
Sonic waves. Watch what you listen to. Listen to me. It's Sonic waves. Port City Uncensored. Port City Uncensored. Port City Uncensored.
Listen up, dog owners. Every month, BarkBox delivers 2 brand new toys that will make your dog lose their mind, plus 2 full-size bags of treats so healthy you'll be tempted to steal one yourself. Trusted by over 8 million dogs who have literally never written a bad review. We're talking fully customized, tiny terror toys for Chihuahuas, indestructible beasts for your Rottie, allergy-friendly snacks for the drama queens with sensitive tummies. Even extra subscriber-only goodies if you want to go full spoiled. Right now, new subscribers get a free extra toy in every box for a whole year, and shipping is forever free. So stop letting your dog down and click the link in the description or scan that beautiful QR code and get your first BarkBox today. BarkBox, because your dog deserves better.
You're watching the Shady Mob Podcast with your 2 favorite pod mob stars.
All right, guys, please click on the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Microphone check. Shady Mob in the zone, King N.P.V. Alex sitting on the throne, dropping gems on the mic, entertainment dissected, movies, TV, culture, fully connected. From the silver screen to the block, we decode the plots. Every twist, every turn, we connect the dots. Pot airs with the bounce, flow rugged and raw. Tune in, turn it up, let the knowledge withdraw. Shady Mob, yo, we got the juice, breaking it down. Truth spilling out the booth, from the big screen flicks to the sitcom roots. Shady Mob Podcast, we the illest recruits. Popcorn kernels popping, Hollywood exposed. From the indie hits to the $1 billion shows. Angela with the deep cuts, King bring the vibe. We dissect the script, watch the secrets collide. Flick sharper than the blade, TV sharper than the wit. Spin the reel, press play. We never quit, Shady Mob in your ear. We keep the pace from the shadows. We rise, entertainment we embrace. Shady Mob, yo, we got the juice, breaking it down. Truth spilling out the booth, from the big screen flicks to the sitcom roots. Shady Mob Podcast, we the illest recruits.